It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, and we just got finished wrapping up the recording of this episode of the Bernard Song podcast, of which myself and Darius was talking about just different things that happen in our community as it relates to mental health and suicide prevention. We really got into a deep dive conversation, a back and forth between the two of us, just talking about different reasons as to why people slip that deep into depression and stuff like that, that might lead them to feeling like self-exiting is like the only way that they can like deal with whatever it is that they're going through. It was a very spicy conversation. A lot of great points on both sides were brought up, and it's just conversations that really need to be had when it comes to really lighting and sparking the fire underneath mental health research, which is really the reason for the Noah's Fund. And basically that's a nonprofit that's geared towards just education as it relates to mental health and also mental health awareness. So we're going to be doing big things with that this year, and it's just a very exciting time and a very exciting journey, because we want more than anything to bring awareness to mental health and mental health struggles. We want more than anything to give help and resources to people who are experiencing, as well as really shine the light on people who have experienced and have come out on the other side, because we understand that it's through the stories and the testimonies of people who have already been there, done that other people who are going through it today can find strength and refuge in someone else saying, I felt that. Because people could tell you what they want to tell you, but it's not until they have actually gone through these things themselves that they can actually tell you something that's gonna like make a difference when you're in that type of situation. So anyway, these are some of the things that we are most passionate about here at the Bernard Song podcast, of which I am the co-host, and of course there is the host himself, Darius Cache. And it's just been a great journey. I've recently become a co-host, and I've had the opportunity just to just watch and see what Darius is trying to do with this podcast. And even with his book and stuff, Bernard Song, the book, Bernard Song, the book, which is available on Amazon. Yeah. So, I've had the chance to kind of just sit back and just watch him work and see the vision. And it's absolutely something that I want to stand behind, not just because it's Darius, but because I believe in the things that he is standing behind. I believe that mental health awareness is so important, because so many of us are struggling and going through, and not only just struggling and going through, a lot of us are struggling and going through alone, without help, without resources, without community. So I stand behind that, because I feel like if more people had the resources, if more people had the community, if more people had the courage and encouragement, that it would change a lot of people's lives. It would impact a lot of people who are on the verge of self-exiting, or on the verge of self-harm, or on the verge of committing some wild crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is getting darker, and people need to have a light that they can look to. And I'm so thankful for Darius. I'm so thankful for the Bernard Song podcast. I'm so thankful for organizations like Noah's Fund that really get in the trenches with mental health awareness, with suicide prevention, and with helping to fund the research that goes into these things. We need this. Our community really need this. And I'm so happy to be a part of the conversation. When, after watching a few episodes, after getting, acquainted and affiliated with what the vision and the mission is with this, and when Darius asked me to be a part of it, of course I said yes, because it's not just a gossip podcast. It's not just, we doing it for kicks and giggles. It's really, we have good times. We have good times. We have laughs. We trip out sometimes, but overall, the main premise is that people, be empowered, be uplifted, understand that there's somebody like you, there's somebody who gets you, there's somebody rooting for you, and just as well as all of the stuff that we do in regards to mental health awareness, suicide prevention, and just, and overall, because Darius and I are both strong believers in Christ, like, we want to make sure that at the forefront of everything that we're talking about, we are mentioning and we are reminding people that Jesus is the way, Jesus is the truth and the way. And, we talk about trying to be a light in the darkness, but Jesus is the ultimate light in the darkness. This world is full of darkness, but we want to be beacons of light in this world. And, we're not always talking about scriptures or anything like that, but, it's through the life that you live. It's through the impact that you make that you are truly doing God's work. So we want to continue to proclaim the name of Jesus, and we want to continue to do the work that God has put on our heart as it pertains to mental health awareness, suicide prevention, and really just telling our stories, because Darius and myself both have just really, really big and amazing stories of where our life has been, where we've come from, things that we've been through, and how it's helped to change and shape us into the people that we are today and where we're going tomorrow. So we really want you to tune in. So the episodes, right? We've been filming. Today would be like episode 9. So I believe I started to come on around episode 7. So I'm fairly new to the gang. So in those first few episodes, you're not going to see me. But Darius is planning to drop these episodes as we get to episode 9, 10. He plans on dropping them weekly, right? So if you're not already following, subscribe to, and all that good jazz, the Bernard Song Podcast on TikTok, you want to go do that. Go fix that now. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe or follow the page on TikTok. You'll see little blurbs and clips from old episodes, and it's kind of like almost counting down to when the for real episodes drop. I'll give you all the full details on when they're going to be dropping and how you can look for them, where you can find them. Of course, a lot of the content that we do will be, of course, on the Bernard Song Podcast on TikTok. But I believe there's another platform where Darius is looking to upload full videos, the full episodes. So it might be there, but it might be a whole nother platform too. I'll let y'all know. But I'm just really excited that I'm so excited that God has breathed new life into me. Not just today when I woke up, but just every day. And in all these beautiful ways that God has allowed me to use my gifts, my talents, my abilities, my passions. I'm so happy when the desires of my heart and the talents that are on me glorify God and align with his purpose for my life. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Y'all already know, I've been doing the Daily Nugget for years, been doing open mics and poetry and all kind of stuff. I've been on radio shows. I've been out there. But, I fell off and I took sabbaticals and I went into hiding and I started and then I stopped again. I've done a lot of things. But I'm so glad that every time that I step away from the thing that I'm passionate about and I try to go a different way, God leads me back to it. And that's how I know this is not just a hobby. This is not just what I like to do, but there's purpose in the work that I'm doing. It's stuff that I enjoy. It's stuff that I love. It's stuff that, you could say, it's hobby stuff, but there's purpose in the work that I do, trying to encourage, trying to inspire, trying to, speak life into the community. I've been doing this, and I continue to do this because it's what God keeps putting on my heart. It's the place that God keeps bringing me back to, and the opportunities. I'm always so grateful when I have opportunities that present themselves to me, because I've had opportunities and I've squandered opportunities. I've had opportunities and I've taken opportunities. I've had opportunities and I've used opportunities and maybe not maximized on the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But God is so faithful, and He continues to lay out new opportunities for me every day. Every day that I wake up is a new opportunity, right? But every time that somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, I want you to host this. Hey, I want you to speak here. Hey, I want you to write a poem for this. Hey, I want you to be a part of this podcast. Hey, I want you to be a guest on such and such. It's so exciting to me, because this is what I really do love to do. And not just for my name being out there, not just for the glitz and the glam of it, but because I know that when I speak, there's power behind my words, there's power behind my voice. And if I don't touch anybody at all but one person, I have done the job that I feel like God has sent me to do. God has allowed me to live through so many different experiences, so many different things. And all I want to do at this point in my life is testify to the goodness of God through my story. And I believe that everybody has a story. It's so crazy the way that I'm talking right now, because like, if you only knew where I was 2 months ago, if you only knew where I was 3 months ago, you know, but like, I just want my story to be that of God's redemption and the ability to get back up. You have to keep getting back up. Life is going to beat you down, okay? Situations are going to happen. Things are going to catch you on the blind side. My man, Les Brown, always says that. He said, life will catch you on the blind side. But that's okay, because if you can... Come on, Les Brown. He said, if you can land on your back, if the devil knock you down, this is literally what Les Brown says. Y'all can quote me on this. Go find it. Go listen to his stuff. You gonna hear it. He said, if the devil knocks you on your back, if the devil knocks you down, try your best and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And that's been a quote that's stuck with me ever since I was like 11 or 12 years old. And every day that I live, I see more and more that it's the truth. You got to be able to see yourself up. And even when you can't see yourself up, like I said in today's episode, align yourself with people who do see you up. Align yourself with a team. Align yourself with a community. Align yourself with church. Align yourself with a best friend, a family member, a relationship partner, somebody out there who's going to keep you encouraged and motivated to keep going, because we're going to fall. That's just a part of life. That's a part of life no matter what you do. That's a part of your Christian journey. That's a part of your journey as just a human being outside of spirituality. Like, it's just a part of you just got to like charge it to the game. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But the most important part is getting back up. And I'm saying all that to say that I've been through hell. I've been through hell these last few months. But God has been faithful, as He is every day. And I'm just so glad to be here, to be able to talk about suicide prevention, mental health. I'm so happy to talk about these things, because these are things that I've experienced. These are things that I've gone through. So when I speak about these things and I'm trying to talk and encourage somebody, I mean it from my heart. I mean it from my soul, because I've been there multiple times. And I just pray that God give me the strength not to go there again, but to use the experience that I've been through to help me, to help someone else see their way through. And it's crazy, because 2 months ago, I was in the deepest pit. I was so over it. I was really, really like... And somebody told me that. Valerie Long was one of the people that told me that God is going to use you and everything that you're going through and everything that you've been through. You're going to encourage people who are going through the same situation, who are passing through this that you're going through today. And I did not want to hear that. I didn't want to hear none of that. Please don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about that. I'm not trying to do that, because why do I have to suffer so I can help them? I was upset. Don't nobody want to hear that. When they're going through, they do not want to hear your struggle that you're currently in is going to bless somebody else. Excuse me? She said that to me a couple months ago, and I was just like, whatever. But to see God do it, to watch him do it, is the beauty. You know, they say there's beauty in the struggle, and God will replace beauty for ashes and all that. Yeah, that's what this moment is for me. That's what this episode is for me. Because literally 2 months ago, a few weeks ago, I was in the pits and really contemplating my whole life. And here I am today, being able to sit on this podcast and have this discussion with Darius about something so big and so impactful. And we just passed through Mental Health Day and all that, and to live to see it, and to be blessed enough to talk about it too. That's a kicker right there. I thank God. I thank God for the things that I thought was going to break me. I thank God for the things that I really believed in my heart was going to take me out, because it really made me stronger. And nobody's invincible. Nobody's perfect. So even in the strength that I feel like I gained from this situation, you can still be tempted. You can still be tried. Life is still going to happen. Life still is happening in a lot of areas for me. But I'm so grateful to God that when I'm weak, he is my strength. And he sees me through some very, very, very dark places. And I am living to tell the story to somebody else. That's the part right there. That's the part. I'm grateful. I really didn't expect this to be this long, drawn out 17-minute video. However, I want to make sure that you don't forget to go ahead and follow, like, and all that stuff, the Bernard Song Podcast on TikTok. And there's more links and more stuff, but don't worry about all that. I'll put that in the description of this video, and you'll see more and more and more about it from me as time goes on. And shout out to Darius Cache for inviting me as a guest, and then turning around and inviting me to stay a while as the official co-host of the Bernard Song Podcast. It's truly an honor. And, shout out to Darius in general for just being in my life and being an amazing partner, friend, ally, homie, my babe, just everything. Shout out to him for just being there, because he's been a part of my tribe that helped me come out of some darkness, and I don't even think he understands. But thank God. Thank God. Happy Sunday, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow the Bernard Song Podcast on TikTok and all the other links to come. Yeah. We'll let you know when the episode drops. We'll let you know when all of the episodes begin to drop. Make sure you tune in and just follow all things Darius Cache, all things Tori Live, all things Bernard Song. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.